Hello everyone, welcome to EMRL Season 2, Round 3. We are here in the loved and hated track of Valencia in Spain for the sprint qualifying in the, as usual, 100% wet conditions. We're seeing on board with Highland right now. He makes a terrible mistake on the wall there. Trying to see who's up in front is Oscar Van, the guy of the sprint races, P2 in the championship, and goes up to the line and takes pole position with the only person to go under the 34s, taking a 33.90 with Kazil lining up in P2. We have Glow in a very impressive P3. He's practiced well for this one. In the MP Motorsport P4, P5, a fast racing P6 and P7. The new driver, Crustunet, if I say his name correctly, is in P8 for Kenzer Motorsport with their special livery this race. We have Flag in P9 racing for Audi. Albano in P10, Omar Bab in P11, Fabianski in P12, Highland P13, and Aloxian is lost. As we are moving on to the 5 red lights here in the sprint, as Oscar Van goes up into the inside to defend his first position. He goes for it, Glow getting overtaken by Ely. Up into P3 in the back, we have a big gap already with Vinny. Flag getting past him up into P7 and gets started by him, but the gap is already very big. Let's move to the front. Spiral hits the wall there. In the back we see a little more fighting. Fabianski up into the hairpin, goes 3 wide with Ben and Skrito. Aloxian making up 1 place as they go on the grass. Fabianski letting him through to not get a warning for a penalty, I think. As in the front, Eli is taking P2 from Kazil and is now in the slipstream, as Oscar Van not going for the move right there. Glow decides to back out of it. We're going to the hairpin, don't see any moves being made. Vinny looking up the inside of Highland, get past him. T2 is now lining up Kazil for P3, but he makes a little mistake there. Can Glow now make a move on him? Up to the inside. Doesn't work. In the back we see Flag catching up with those guys. Already in the slipstream of Spiral, not making the move there. Spiral goes wide and Flag gets past. Good anticipation. Spiral just misjudging those corners there. As we see Highland going for a dive on Aloxian in the back. Aloxian trying to switch back. Up into P9 he goes. Glow and Flag now fighting. 2 sort of OGs of this game. Flag getting past him right there. Glow losing a little bit of ground here in the sprint. T2 now making a move for P3. There's not the smartest place to make a move there, but he's up into P3 as Oscar Van has driven away here from the rest of the pack. Highland now making a good move on Aloxian. Great move on by him. So much exit speed off the last corner. Can Ben maybe catch up to them and get in the slip? Of course, getting a podium, first podium for Kenzer Motorsport last week in the sprint. Highland now going up the move, leaving each other space. Very good racing from those two. Oh, Highland hits the wall there. Ben goes for the switchback. He's up into P8 now. Aloxian getting caught up in the incident. Highland just made a mistake hitting the wall there. Aloxian couldn't do anything. Up the front as Kazil is falling down the order. Flag now trying to make a move. He's done very good now. Started in P10, is up into P5, trying to make a move up into P4, goes up the inside of the hairpin because he takes the outside, hits the wall a little bit. The flag gets the better exit and he's up into P4, onto the last lap of the Grand Prix. We have Oscar Van, who has driven away, who has cleared the whole pack. His two championship rivals aren't here today. Ozzy is banned, Nicholas is also banned for the next 2 races, so Oscar has a very much important weekend to grow a championship lead, championship gap, because he's only 2 points behind Ozzy as it stands from round 2. Now he looks like he's gonna take the championship lead, and he wins in Valencia. He wins the sprint race. Eli with an impressive P2 and his first ever race in the EMRL Mobile Racing League. T2 taking the podium in P3. Flag winning the battle for P4. We have Kazil in P5. An okay result for him. Not that good for the constructors though, as it's very tight between 4 teams. For Kazil's team, they're on P1, with Eagles in P2 there. And Calabria and Alfa Romeo not that far behind. Spyro taking a good 6th place. Glow taking points for Force Azure. Finally for his own team, Heinlein P8, Ben in P9, Aloxian in P10. The both Kansas in 11 and 12, with Onrap in 13th and Vinny B Neffing. Moving on to the feature race qualifying. Who is gonna get pole position? We're gonna take a lap with Oscar here. Going through the first chicane and the second chicane, looking clean as of now. Those are one of the 2 important parts of the track. So is the last bit of the track, the hairpin and the last corner. He goes down this 3 corners very well. How is he gonna take the hairpin? It's looking like a good lap right now. Going on the last corner. What time is he gonna set? It's gonna be a 32.58. It's a very great lap from Oscar Fan. He's put the grid behind him with 4 10s. Oh no, Flag has gone in P2. Still, he's so far ahead of the rest of the grid. It's absolutely great lap, but also a great lap from Flag, who is down the order, I think. Yeah, he's here. He's awaited on everyone. Looking for Fabianski, he's now in P7, with Vinny in P3 with a 33. What time is Fabianski gonna do? He's going in the 32s, 0.87, gets him up to P5, with Kazil jumping up into P3 with Aloxian with him. Moving on board with Ben here. How is he gonna take the hairpin? Looking not that bad. Can he get into the 32s? Or is it gonna stay at 33? It's gonna be a 32.95. He's up into P7. It's an okay qualifying for him. But Oscar Van improves to a 0.55. That's an amazing lap. That's absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. He's looking unstoppable this race. This track, and on this track, Flag MP2, amazing front row start from him. T2 MP3, with on his side Aloxian, Kazil, Fabianski, good qualifying, Ben, good qualifying. The MPs in 8 and 9. Highland MP10 with Glow MP11, not what you expected from him after the sprint. Spyro MP12, Omrap MP13. And Skrito in P14. Going on for the 5 red lights, and we are underway as T2's trying to make a move on Flag already, but he fends him off. Oscar Fan getting a good lead already. T2 making a mistake on the grass. Kazil getting past, so does Aloxian in the back. We see many fighting. Eli and Albono going side by side. Ben going a bit wide there, but he's still on the track in the back. We have already big gap. Glow in last. Not a good start from him. We see T2, Aloxian, Kazil all going side by side in the hairpin. It's gonna be 4 wide going into the hairpin, but they all get out cleanly. No lag work or some sort of there. Brazil comes out on top though. Ben up into P5, T2 on his inside, leave each other the space. They do. Luxian pushes him a little bit off there. But so far, it's sort of clean racing. It's really not bad from everyone here. Oscar Fan has already put a 6/10 gap on Flack here. He's really in a league of his own this race without his championship contenders battling him. He of course missed out on that title last season, aiming for it right now in his new team, and also aiming for the constructors, which is looking good right now. Ben trying to make a move on Kazil, they're not working, losing a place to a Luxian who's going to try to make a move for the outside. He gets pushed into the wall now. T2 trying to make a move on him and also trying to make a move on Kazil. Is it gonna work? He's little on the grass there. Kazil. Eli getting past as well, making a move on the inside of the hairpin. Doesn't quite work though. Oh, Luxian on the grass takes Kazil with him, which means Eli up into P4, Ben up into P5. Eli making mistakes. Everyone moving and moving around the grid except for Oscarfan and Flack, who are in P1 and P2 right now. Eli for the move on T2. Luxian anticipating on that move. On the inside, is he going to make a dive? He is, and he's defending from Eli, but Eli goes around the outside and gets past him. Trying to make a move on T2. Very brave move around him for him there, but it doesn't quite work out. He tried though. He tried. All going side by side here. Now it's gonna be a chaos. Kazil moving up the inside, Ben moving up the inside. They're 4 wide going into this corner. It's can't end well. They all go in the grass. Not ideal for neither of them. I mean, Eli gets the best out of it. It's an unfortunate lag rocket but caused by the drivers themselves deciding to make it 4 wide. And Flack is now making mistakes, I think. He's getting caught up by Eli and T2. He's now down into P3 as Oscarfan is already 2.5 seconds ahead. It's going to be a breezer for him this time. T2 trying to make it 3 wide. It is 3 wide. Are people going to back out or not? Flack isn't going to back out for sure. They all go in the wall, but they're still 3 wide. Eli going in the middle of them, trying to make a move. They all lag rocket and T2 gets up into P2, but they're still in the slips of each other. But the chaos has very much arrived here in EMRL again. Oh, Bono making a move on Spyro. Spyro moving up the grid. Good job by him. Everyone on the soft except for Finny, which is far down the grid. So no different alternative strategies here we're seeing today. Everyone choosing to start on the soft side as Flack hits the wall there in the hairpin and loses the slip for the podium spots. He was looking so good. He's now making mistakes. Cannot bottle it. Is he bottling it? Eli MP2 again. He's doing very well for his first race. He's someone maybe to be reckoned with in the future. T2 making a move on the outside, leaving each other the space. Eli gets past. T2 now making a move on the outside, but Eli dips into the pits, going for the undercut. So does Flack. Flack needs to go for the undercut. T2 extending the softs here. So does Oscarfan, but he has nothing to worry about. Both fast racing cars going for 9-lap softs. Luxian gonna make a move. He isn't low DNFs. In the back we see Albano and Kazil battling for P11. The people who have pitted, they have pitted. Trying to make an undercut. Can't lose as much time here. Oh, Bennett's wall there. That's unfortunate. And in the pits, Luxian in the pits, T2 in the pits. Eli undercuts him. Flack also gains time on him, but he's still not in the slipstream yet. T2 is in the slipstream, and now he has an advantage of those tires to try and get into P2. Because that's the maximum they're going to reach. Only thing that can stop Oscar is a lag failure, as we see a great move from Ben up into P9. Great collaboration from Fabianski. Good driving there. Not much battles going on right now. See, in the back we see Albon and Fabianski fighting a little bit. Albon feeling racy today. Trying to go for the same move again he did last time, but Fabianski is not allowing it this time. Defending the inside, Ben goes on the outside. Haydn is now trying to get in the mix. Moving to the outside. It's some great racing we're seeing here. Fabianski defends the inside, Ben on the outside, doesn't quite work. Haydn is now very much in this fight, making a move on the inside of both of them. Fabianski gets pushed in the wall. Haydn gets past there. Albon going very aggressively on the inside. He wants that inside line and he gets it up into P9 again. Now defends the inside line again. Does it too harshly maybe and hits the wall again in the hairpin. Oh no. We have our leader here, Oscar van leading by 5.8 seconds. It's a dominant drive. It's going to be first in everything this race. Pole in sprint, win in sprint, pole in the feature. Looking like a win in the feature as well. We see Fleck and Sparrow. Sparrow moving on the grid very good. Fleck hitting the wall on the hairpin, so Sparrow gets a free move pass up into P4. Can he maybe fight for the podium here? Because Eli has lost the gap to T2. He's TPing off the track on my screen. Fleck getting pushed off by Spyro. And Loxian is now in the mix, going for a move on his teammate. Fleck lets him by. Smart decision. Maybe they can both now catch Spyro. Oh, they're slipping. They're doing a good team tactic here. Trying to work together as much as possible to get close to Spyro. As Eli has left the game due to lag, so now Spyro is in P3. He is in the podium spot. And Fleck still has a chance to get the podium. Fast racing looking very good in the P2 and P3. The departure of Sabercat, or Sabercat not racing for 2 races for the whole season, I think, is not helping their cause in the constructors. They're in P9. Or P8. P8. Yeah, they're in P8. With 15 points, but with this good result up in here, they're gonna make some moves in the championship standings. Looking like a double podium is on the cards here as they're losing gap to Fleck. Yeah, no one is actually battling. Is absolutely just nowhere. These are the 2 guys that are closest together on track, but it seems like no one is in the slipper. No one is battling. Well, here we have it. Fabianski and Highland. Highland and Fabianski going up the inside, making a move. They're now on the straight, side by side into the chicane, both on the grass. And gravel. I don't know what it is. Highland swerving around, trying to defend the inside or the outside. I don't think he even knew what he was doing. We're trying to score some solid points for now for Romeo. He's weaving on track from inside to outside. Choose a defending spot. Fabianski up the inside, push him a little to the wall and gives the position back. Good sportsmanship by him, but he's now lost the slip to Highland a little bit. I see Fleck and Aloxian are fighting. Or fighting, slipping. I don't know what they are doing. Aloxian is letting him by again. I think they should just fight. I think it's Aloxian up the inside. Fleck letting him by again. I don't know what kind of papaya rules they are doing in Audi. I think they have looked at McLaren for their team orders. Letting each other pass again. No you go, no you go. They say to each other, probably. Now they're fighting a little bit, hitting, making contact with each other, but still staying behind, and Loxian letting him pass again. I hope they're gonna fight on the last one, because otherwise it's just gonna be boring, mate. Loxian trying again the slip of the race here. Loxian trying to make movie, they lag on my screen a little bit. Loxian passed flag here. But we're looking for a very dominant Oscar fan here in Valencia, and determined Oscar fan. He wins the double, he grand slams everyone out of here. He wins the Valencia Grand Prix by 9 seconds. But here we come, we have a fast racing double podium. Amazing result for the team. I think their team should be happy with it. Aloxian winning the fight for P4 with flag, or do we even call it a fight? It was good team playing by them both, scoring some solid points for the Audi team. Kazil in P6 scoring some points for the leading team, the constructors, but that's not what it went like. Highland in P7, good result for Alfa Romeo. Think they move up into P1 of the drivers and the constructors championship. We have Albano in 9th, scoring some solid points for him as well. Vinny in 10th, Skipper in 11th, taking his first points. And Eli, Glody and Neffing from the race. So yeah, this was Valencia, very dominant Oscar fan. And do we see that in the next race? We will find out. I will see you all next week in Spa, I think. Yeah, in Spa in Belgium. So yeah, goodbye.